Yes. Hello everyone. In this video we are going to locate the centroid of a parabolic spandrel. And to find out these centroids, there is a procedure consisting 5 steps. And regarding this procedure, I have explained clearly in my previous videos. You can watch it if you want. So here directly I will apply the steps to find out the centroid. So according to procedure, step 1 is draw required figure and check for symmetry. Here the required figure is parabolic spandrel. The required figure is parabolic spandrel. So this is x-axis and this is y-axis. This is origin O. And for this horizontal distance is for parabolic spandrel, the horizontal distance is A and vertical distance or height is H. And check for symmetry. Just by observing this figure, we can easily understand that this figure is neither symmetrical about y-axis nor x-axis. So next one is statement. Statement says that centroid lies on axis of symmetry. Here there is no axis of symmetry, so this statement will be no use for this figure. So next one is step 2. Consider a small element in the figure. Yes, let us consider a small element in the figure. So this element is at a distance of x from origin, that is O, and this is having a width of dx, let us say, and height, for parabolic spandrel, the height y is k into distance square x square, kx square. So after knowing length and breadth, we can easily find out dA value. So that is in step 3. So next step 3 is finding dA value. That is so for this figure, so we know length and breadth, that is length into breadth, that is dx into kx square. Let us write here clearly, dA is equal to kx square into dx. Next one is x. So what is x? X means the horizontal distance between centroid of the element and y-axis. So here this is the centroid. The centroid always lie for a rectangle. The centroid is x by 2 and y by 2. So simply say that this is at the intersection point of two axes of symmetry, that is dx by 2 and kx square by 2. So here the centroid of this figure, this small strip, is dx by 2 comma kx square by 2. Dx by 2 means half of the horizontal distance and kx square by 2 is half of the vertical distance. But here the dx is already a negligible distance. So half of this dx, that is dx by 2, is much more negligible. So generally we will assume that the centroid of this strip is at a distance of x, as dx by 2 is negligible. The length of dx by 2 is negligible. So the horizontal distance between O and the centroid of the figure is x. And next element is y. So what is y? The vertical distance between centroid of element and x-axis, that is this vertical distance. So the centroid lies at half of the vertical distance from base, kx square by 2. This is the vertical distance and centroid lies at half of the vertical distance, that is kx square by 2. So y is equal to kx square by 2. And step 4, find area of the whole figure, that is capital A. If I don't know the formula directly for the given figure, I can have the area by integrating elemental area. So capital A is equal to integration of dA, that is equal to integration of what is dA? Kx square into dx. So this is dx, the value should be corresponding to x. So in x direction, horizontal direction, what are the limits? 0 to a. So 0 to a, kx square dx. So here k is a constant. What is integration of x square dx? X cube by 3. Limits are 0 to a. That means k into a cube by 3. Of course minus 0 also. So finally I got a as k into a cube by 3. Yes, let me write here clearly what is x, what is y, kx square by 2, and what is capital A, k into a cube by 3. Just let me rub here so that I can have the place to calculate for calculations purpose. So let us find out x bar now. X bar is equal to integration x dA by capital A, where integration, what is x? X, what is dA? Kx square into dx. As this is the corresponding to x value, the limits are for in horizontal directions. For x value, the limits are 0 to a, which is equal to 0 to a k into x cube dx, which equals to, what is integration of x cube dx? X power 4 by 4 with limits 0 to a. So this is k into a power 4 by 4. So what is this? Of course by a. So by a, what is a? K into a power 4 by 4 by what is a? K cube by 3. K cube by 3. This I can write here. So x bar is equal to k power 4 by 4 into, so this would be reversed, 3 by k cube, k get cancelled, a cube 3 times, and the remaining is 3 by 4 into a. X bar is 3 by 4 into a. And next one is, we need to find out y bar value, where y bar is equal to integration y dA by a. So what is y? Y means kx square by 2 into what is dA? Kx square dx by a. Here this is in terms of x. The limits also corresponding to x. The limits in horizontal distance for x is, the limits for x are 0 to a, yes, which is equal to 0 to a k square into x power 4 into dx by 2 by capital A. So here k square by 2 is constant, and the remaining is integration of x power 4 dx. That means x power 5 by 5, limits 0 to a by area. So this would be equal to k square by 10. Of course 5 is constant, k square by 10 into x power 5 to A by capital A. This is k square by 10 into a power 5, of course minus 5 minus 0, a power 5 by capital A. This is k square by 10 into a power 5 by, what is A? Capital A is k a cube by 3. This is k square by k square a power 5 by 10 into, this is reversed, 3 by k a cube, k 1 time a cube, the remaining is 2. So the remaining is 3 by 10 numbers into k a square right. So y bar is equal to 3 by 10 into k square, but let us convert this k square into height. So here, what is the value of y here? K into distance square, k into distance square. Then what would be the height here? H is equal to k into distance square. What is the distance here? A square. So this is k into distance x square, and here the height h is equal to k into the distance square, that is a square. So k square is equal to h. So let us substitute here in place of k square. So y bar is equal to 3 by 10 into h. So finally our statement would be like this: the centroid of parabolic spandrel x bar comma y bar is, what is x bar? 3 by 4 A comma 3 by 10 h. So this is the final answer. And for this entire figure, so somewhere here the centroid would lie, that is x bar comma y bar. So that value is 3 by 4 A comma 3 by 10 h. So this is the final conclusion.